Slack. We're right now. Put your hands together. Keith Taylor. Are you here? Keith Taylor.
Yo, I didn't know about autistic people, so the ones that they show in the commercials with the little kids and whatnot. I didn't know that they become really big until I started working at Luna Park. Recently, and I got smacked in the face by one of them, and I didn't see it coming. Because I didn't think they'd be violent. And the mother asked me, can she get on the ride? I said, hell no. But anyways, I just recently moved to Brooklyn, Prospect Park. I got the hell out of the fucking Bronx after 3 years of living hell. So I live between the Caribbeans and the Jew hood. But before I start this story, I gotta tell you, or ask you, is there any LGBTQ supporters in the house? Woo! Oh, yeah. Any LGBTQs? I don't know how well this is gonna work, but I guess I'm gonna explain to you what a mangina is. A mangina is a gay man's asshole. Yes, instead of vagina, it's a mangina. And then it's like a Krispy Kreme donut if you're in prison. A glazed donut. And so many other words too. But the first one that I heard when I got to New York City, so you have a manhole. So anyways, I'm between Caribbean and the Jew hood, which I've never lived in between those neighborhoods, but I was like, I was very interested in Jewish people, and especially Jewish men, especially the rich ones. And so, sometimes I get drunk and walk home. I got lost. Some people told me, don't be drinking out here in the new neighborhood. You want to be known as the neighborhood drunk. So I ended up on the Caribbean side one night. I got some flavor of one love. 3 o'clock in the morning, me and my vagina was dragging. I was dragging my vagina home. I said, come on, let's go. It's gonna be sunlight soon. But once I got the rest, the next night I went out and I went to the right direction to the Jew hood. But before I went there, I got my box out. I pulled out my Jew jeans. If anybody knows Gilda Radner from Saturday Night Live, when she did the Jew jeans commercial with the Star of David on both cheeks. So I put on my Jew jeans. I walked up and down the street looking for me a Jew man. A Jew man with the curls and the big hat, the ones that look like a nest. I was looking for a Jew man that I could hear all the gold coins jingling and ringing when he walked by me. So I pulled out my vagina. Let's go to my house. And once we got to my house, I pulled down my Jew jeans and I told him, I said, I want you to lick it up. I want you to tear it up. I want you to destroy it. I want you to free my vagina. I just fucked that up because there's a part where I'm supposed to say, like Palestine. So anyways, moving over to Brooklyn by Prospect Park, I never felt so safer in my life or so white. I woke up one morning, there's like nannies going by with white babies, and there's some Jewish ladies pushing their, cars too. I was like, damn, I see white people. I felt like I was the Wizard of Oz. But now, back to my job at Luna Park, which I'm no longer there anymore, because they will work you like a slave. So I said, I'm going to get a job. I got a job down at Luna Park. And we were open for a special day, and it was for a Jewish holiday. And I was like, which one? Because I got so many. But they had all these middle school kids, grade school kids there. And this was the day that I actually felt like Eric Cartman from South Park. You know why? They put me on the train ride. I had to load up these little Jewish boys up on that train. And I'm sitting there, I was like no way. I'm really going to burn in hell. I was trying all day not to laugh, and thank God it was a short video. But now the maintenance men come out, and I thought I got them all off the train. There's one white maintenance guy, but he was able to say it. He was able to say what we were thinking. But anyways, I won't go into that. But he said, "Yo, you left a couple of Jews on the train." And all the blacks and brown, whatever, that wasn't white, we were just like, but he was sitting there laughing. So anyways. I mean, it is what it is, but South Park is away with a lot of shit. You know why? You know why. Thank you.
Yeah, give a clap for Keith Taylor. Keith, we are total allies. Right here, we've got you, brother. I'm sorry, I did not actually ask you for your preferred. I'm sorry.
No,
Not your gender pronoun.
I'm old
You
school.
people are so
I'm old
fucking
school.
exhausting. I know you're Gen X and don't give a fuck.
I don't
But
give a fuck
it's good to
anymore.
practice, isn't it? It's good to remind us how we are supposed to act when we give a fuck.